Hello and welcome to the third annual arctixmo movie awards. Now I realized that the two last years they didn't have awards, but this year has awards. But it's still just me going through this. But then at some point I'll give the out the awards. So now let's just do what we've been doing for 2 years. This is the third year. Go back and watch the others. Yeah. You see way more diary entries this year as opposed to last year. Is it doubled? No, it's not. Because double that would be like 700 if I'm mathing correctly. Actually, less reviews, but that's because at some point I lost interest in writing stupid reviews. Sometimes I still write one. I wrote a review where I said RIP Shunchi Iwai. You would have loved ASMR, which some people actually got a bit scared about. Spoiler: Shunchi Iwai is not dead, but so if anyone read that and was scared, don't worry. Anyway, let's go on. The top of the year of what I've seen. I've seen a fair bit. I mean, as opposed to last year, I only had one row. Here I have two whole rows. Let's start from the bottom, because I always go from this time. Well, let's go from the bottom here. This is a Korean rom-com thing. It's fine. I enjoyed myself. It's a bit long though. It could have been shorter. Companion. Didn't I rate it higher? I did. Hello? For some reason it wants to show my first view of it, but yeah, as you can see here, I rated it higher on a rewatch later in the year. Okay, cool horror thing. Watch it. Then there's K-pop Demon Hunters, which, I mean, you know it. It was good. Frankenbabes that I watched because I watched Frankenstein, as you can see, the one above here. It's it's a short thing, so it's really not all that, but you know, it was fun for what it was. We have Koreeda's Asura, which is like a remake, I think, of an older series that I haven't seen, but this is just a pretty good drama show from a goated director. Then we have It Ends, which was a cool horror thing that I enjoyed a lot. About I'll actually explain this one. About so these four friends get in a car, and then they go down a road that seemingly never ends. That's all I'll say there. It's very interesting. No Other Choice from director Park Chan-wook, I think. Park Chan-wook, I think that's his name. I'm not gonna check it because I don't. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good, slightly action filled about how do I say, about the importance of work and familial relations. Train Dreams. You could have this is like a historical drama thing about work and familial relations. And there's Black Bag, a spy action thriller thing. It's kind of weird, but I quite like that. Then there's Wake Up Dead Man, the third entry in the Knives Out series. I don't know if they'll make more. Maybe it's a trilogy. It's better than Glass Onion, luckily. And it's Knives Out, but like priests now. One battle after another. I didn't like as much as other people, but I still liked it. It's my first time watching a PTA movie. So I don't have much to go off as to how this compares to his other stuff. Good action, good movie about work and the importance of familial relations. Then there's Frankenstein, which, you know, it's Frankenstein. It's really that's it. That's what it is. Not that that's bad, but you know. And then there's the best show of the year, of course, My Melody and Kurumi, from the creator of the short film My Little Goat. And if you've seen My Little Goat, you might be wondering how anyone could watch that and be like, yeah, I want him to make a Kurumi and My Melody show. It's good because of the fact that it's not actually, well, it is definitely for children, but you can still enjoy it not being a child, which I did, but I am also a child. So, Sinners, good. And then it's just an oral documentary. It's whatever. The Mononoke Chapter 2 movie. The first one came out in 2024, but I watched Mononoke, the show, for the first time this year, and I also watched the first movie this year, but this one came out this year, so that's why it's here. Really good. I enjoyed the show, I enjoyed the two movies, and I cannot wait for later in this year for the third in the trilogy to come out, because I hope it is just as good. Now let's look at the older movies here. Many repeat offenders from previous years. You know, we have Lord of the Rings, we have Star Wars here, Fallen Angels and Chungking, and In the Mood for Love. We have The Fireflies, I was recommended. If you know, you know. Fucked up for anyone to make this movie, but it is a movie that exists, and I will never watch it. But it's good. Well, I will never watch it again. I have seen it now. And then there's I Saw the TV Glow, which you can interpret in so many ways, because you can of course go with the trans view of it, which is of course which makes sense to do, but you could also look at it more generally as to, you know, how you view the message of it, of course, like, and that's what makes it so great in my opinion. There's so many lenses that you can put on this movie that makes it, in my opinion, speak to many people. This has probably become my favorite movie this year. I watched it like 6 times this year. And we can talk about this. It's been so long since I watched A Silent Voice for the first time. Do I have anything to say about it? No, I don't think I do. You can just go watch it. It's about bullying and what happens to everyone involved. Really, really, really nice. Then we have Do the Right Thing from Spike Lee. Really, I don't think I have much to say that hasn't been said. Important, and I think you need to watch it. And there's Whisper of the Heart, which has quickly become one of my favorite Ghibli movies. Ghibli? How do you say it? Ghibli? I think it's Ghibli. So I think it's Ghibli, I guess. It really nice, just really nice. Yeah, and then I've seen these two before. Well, it's based on a Shakespeare thing. But yeah, good. Long, but worth it. High and Low filler about inequality. Really cool. Taste of Cherry, which it's really depressing, but it's also like, it makes you think, because it's about this guy who drives around, and he's thinking of killing himself later that day, so he just goes around, drives his car, picks up people being like, hey, you want to help me with this? And then they talk about life and stuff. It's really just pretty cool. We have 663, then we have average per month here, we have average per week, we have the milestones here. Nothing too interesting. Do we have anything worthy to talk about here? This is because I rewatched Kara no Kyokai, or I said that in the absolute worst way, Kara no Kyokai. Garden of Sinners. I rewatched in chronological order, and then I actually watched this for the first time. I'd never seen it. It was fine. I watched old Superman shorts. It's like an 8-minute short, and none of them were good. Then this. It was fine, not comparable to many of his other works that I think are better. And we have the most watched here. Yes, as we see here, we have Shin Kamen Rider, which I think was alright. I think if you like Kamen Rider, it's probably really cool, but I have never seen anything else. So I'm just kind of, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? And then there's like Someone in Love, which is from the same director that did Taste of Cherry. We have Godzilla, I watched twice. I watched all of Godzilla this year. Dead Town Society, really good, really fun. It's about a girl that is dead, and she's a ghost, and she does ghost things, and the way that the ghosts, they keep existing is by making a name for themselves in the underworld, by primarily scaring people. Of course, Chungking Express, Wonkawa, we don't need to get into it. And then we have Fallen Angels here that I watched 6 times. Genres, countries, and languages split. We just have drama here. That was so... Why did I do that? Oh my god. Then we have here, of course, you can see I watched 31 2025 films, and then everything else. More than last year, definitely, which is good. We're good to see that I'm doing more. Last year as well, my reviewed to not reviewed scale is way off. And this year it's kind of... Well, not the complete opposite, but it's just I just reviewed less because, again, I don't want to think of stupid one-liners anymore. I'm above that now. I'm a greater person. I've ascended to the next level. I'm on the next level. Then we have cast here mainly from Godzilla and other stuff. It's really hard to talk about this because it's just mostly Godzilla, and then like some that's like, oh cool, he's here again, and then cool, he's here. And then cool, I watched BMW ads, like, hello? Like, what are we doing here? I don't like looking at highest rate because it's like, yeah, I watched 3 movies with him that are all good, so of course they are. Yeah, and then most watch here, you have Godzilla. Luckily, this is a bit less bloated because most Godzilla movies only have a single director. And then we have the guy behind Evangelion. How would you say it? Because it's evangelical, is it not? But I feel like you say Evangelion. But yeah, you know, it's crucial to the plot. Yeah, David Lynch I watched a lot. Have I seen a David Lynch movie before this year? I don't think I have. I think it was actually later in the year that I started watching them, so that's pretty cool. Kitano Goated. I watched The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, so he's here. We have some Hosoda here, of course. Some Shunichi Iwai, who's very much alive. Miyazaki, I watched Spy Kids, that's why he's here. I watched a lot of Kiyoshi Kurosawa. This is the first year that I've seen him. So, because to me, Kurosawa always meant Akira Kurosawa, but that's not the case anymore because I actually really like a lot of Kiyoshi Kurosawa's movies. So I will make it clear now, because if anyone said Kurosawa before, I would automatically think of Akira, but now I'm also thinking about him. This guy, he made a lot of interesting ones. My favorite one of his was one called Mirrored Mind. Obayashi, he made House, and if you know House, you know that he has a fucking weird ass filmography. Yeah, I actually know I watched 4 by Miike. Yeah, Miike has one of the weirdest, filmographies, and he's directed so many movies. It's actually crazy. Like, I don't know how he does it or has done it for so long. Like, he's still going. I believe he's going to make a movie with Charlie XCX, which is so weird. This guy, which is probably like one of the best kaiju directors, because he did a 90s Gamera trilogy, and then he did the GMK Godzilla movie, which is one of the best Godzilla movies. So he's like a goated kaiju director. This guy's pretty cool. He's made some pretty cool movies that I think you should go see. Kylie Blues and Journey into the Long Night or something it's called. I actually forget the exact title. That's embarrassing. Edward Yang, he's made some interesting ones, and he made one that I really didn't like. Yeah, I didn't like Mahjong. Mahjong? I didn't like it. I like the other ones a lot, but this one just did not click for me at all. We have a lot of stuff here. Some really important people here. Did Honda make songs himself? Wow, I didn't know. And then here we have my highs and lows. Wow. Highest average, I watched Twin Peaks. Most of it. I haven't finished The Return yet, but I hope to do that soon. Lowest average, War of the Worlds, I did watch, and it fucking sucked. It's ass. Most popular, I rewatched The Substance because it was nominated for some Oscar. I still don't like it. Taco Bell, yeah, One Battle After Another is apparently the newest one. And then there's City Lights. I didn't enjoy that much, but I think it's just, I wasn't ready for a silent film. This silent film, I think. Yeah. And we have Logistics, which I watched. I wasn't locked in for all 51,000 minutes. I had it playing for like 3 months or something. That was definitely a highlight of my year. What about you? And then we have Rated Higher Than Average. I watched it all, so I had to rate it. I think most people who rated it haven't seen it all. And then this, I'm so surprised that this is rated so low, actually. Like, it's so good looking. The music is amazing. Like, go check out the soundtrack for this. It's so good. Themes on point. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Probably my favorite Godzilla movie, which is crazy that it's so lowly rated. This is like the first time I think Mothra actually was in a good movie. Here we have some that I didn't like. We have this I talked about. I just didn't click with me. Then we have Creep. I didn't like any of them. I watched both of them. I didn't like them. I'm not gonna watch the Creep tapes. I'm not gonna. The Superman stuff, which sucked. This one is really off-putting. There's something about this I don't fuck with at all. It's yeah. If you can look past that, good for you. I can't. And then there's Gamera, the show. This is an animated show that they did that is not interesting, it's not entertaining, and most of it is ugly as shit. Time for the awards. Are you ready? So how this is gonna work is that we have some awards here. We have 3 for my 3 favorites regardless of year. Then we have my 3 favorites of the year. And then we have my favorite of the year regardless of year and anything. Just my favorite thing I watched this year. Okay, let's get to it. This is the bronze cube. The bronze cube goes to No Other Choice. Woo! This is my 3rd favorite movie that I watched this year. Yeah. Congratulations, No Other Choice. You get the bronze cube award. The silver cube award goes to Sinners. Congratulations, Sinners. Congratulations, Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan. Congratulations on the Silver Cube. And then my favorite 2025 movie, the winner of the 2025 Golden Cube is Mononoke Chapter 2, The Ashes of Rage. Congratulations, Medicine Seller. You get the Golden Cube for 2025. 26, well, it's 20, yeah, whatever. Now for my favorite releases that I just, regardless of year that I watched. The bronze cube, regardless of year, for 2026 goes to Swing Girls. Yeah, Swing Girls. Congratulations on the bronze cube. For the silver cube, regardless of year, for 2026 goes to Mononoke Chapter 1, The Phantom in the Rain. Wow, Japan really sweeping these awards. Congratulations, Mononoke. Going home with 2 awards. That's impressive. The Golden Cube, regardless of year, goes to Taste of Cherry. Congratulations, Iran. But there's more. My favorite film that I watched this year will be rewarded handsomely with the Diamond Cube Award. Wow, look at it. Wow. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Diamond Cube goes to Dead Talent Society. Congratulations to all the ghosts. I hope that you are watching and are happy for your victory. Okay. Congratulations, Dead Talent Society. You were my favorite movie this year, so you get the Diamond Cube. Okay, quickly before we end here, I want to go over my resolutions for the year. Here, I put them into a thing here. I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Yeah. Next year, my resolutions will look pretty different. So here are my resolutions for this year. Or next year, however you want to say it. I just took some of the ones that I still wanted to do from last year and just shrunk it down. I think these will be achievable. That was this year's movie recap or something, and also awards. Don't forget the awards. That was really interesting. Goodbye.